Hey everyone, in this video I'll be talking about my new top 10 inventions that I, after looking at your blogs, kind of crowdsourced, and I thought it would be a good idea to include them. So I'm just going to jump right into it. My first new invention, it was currency. I saw this on a couple, and I thought this was pretty interesting because it's an idea or a concept that's thousands of years old, but currency is a medium of exchange, and without that we really wouldn't have so to speak, like economics, and it was really a big leap for like the accounting and banking systems that were to later develop, in Renaissance Italy, and I just thought this was like a pretty good invention or idea, that even though it wasn't patented, that kind of led to a revolution in like trade and even modern social civilization. My next invention would be the automobile. Obviously, this, it's an invention that's included in a lot of top 10 inventions. It wasn't in my previous one, but it's definitely in this one. And, this refers to any wheeled, self-powered motor vehicle that's used for transportation. And this really revolutionized, the transportation and like industry. And it was, I believe, the first perfected in like 1886 in Europe. And obviously, like the quintessential American car would be like the Model T by Henry Ford, which came in 1908. And then my next invention would be penicillin, which is a group of antibiotics that was turned into a form of drugs that could be effective against multiple diseases, particularly bacterial infections. And Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin in 1928. And after its discovery, it was turned into medicine. And this was incredibly important because it was such a huge step in like the medical sector, and prevented like countless deaths and led to even more medical advancements. And I think it was like a very important discovery for the medical field, and without it we wouldn't have modern medicine. My next new invention would be the smartphone. This is any mobile phone that has an advanced operating system. Today we see phones with multiple cameras, navigation, internet, microphones, digital assistants, Bluetooth apps, touch screens, and the smartphone, a much modern version of the telephone. It kind of combines a lot of inventions into one: tablets, computers, telephones, obviously, navigation systems, recording devices. It's all encompassing, really, and it's really brought the world to a newer kind of millennium. And my fifth new invention would be the machine gun. And this completely revolutionized war and, the weapons industry. I think a modern machine gun today can fire up to 1,800 rounds per minute, which is incredible. Obviously, this made war arguably more deathly. But at the same time, I think it's a pretty good invention in terms of defense and weaponry. And the first fully automatic portable machine gun was the Gatling gun, which was invented in 1862, and it kind of changed how countries fought wars from more traditional ancient method of like head-to-head combat to like a more kind of guerrilla warfare. And obviously this was a huge invention, and as we continue, it's getting more modern and developed. And then for my old inventions, I had the wheel, plow, moving picture, internet, and compass that I kept in because I thought those are still, definitely needed to be in my top 10. And thanks, guys. That's my new top 10, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave comments.